Hello, welcome to Back to Coding. For better understanding of this video, I highly recommend you to check out the previous video or the complete playlist in the description below. Today I'll be talking about how to handle clicks in the list activity. Earlier in our previous video, we needed to get top level activity to react to the user clicking items in the list view. To do that, we had to create an onItemClick listener, implement its onItemClick method and assign it to the list view. We had to set up an event listener in this way because list views aren't hardwired to respond to clicks in the way that buttons are. So how to handle user clicks in drink category activity? There is a significant difference between top level activity and drink category activity. Whereas a top level activity is a normal activity object, drink category activity is a list activity, a special type of activity that's designed to work with list views. This is significant when it comes to handling user clicks. A key difference between activity and list activity is that the list activity class already implements an onItemClick event listener. Instead of creating your own event listener, when you use a list activity, you just need to implement the onListItemClick method. When you use a list activity to display categories, you will usually use the onListItemClick method to start another activity that displays details of the item the user clicked. To do this, you create an intent that starts the second activity. You then add the ID of the item that was clicked as extra information so that the second activity can use it when the activity starts. In our case, we want to start drink activity and pass it the ID of the drink that was selected. Drink activity will then be able to use this information to display details of the right drink. Here's the code. It's common practice to pass the ID of the item that was clicked as it's the ID of the underlying data. If the underlying data is an array, the ID is the index of the item in the array. If the underlying data comes from a database, the ID is the ID of the record in the table. Passing the ID of the item in this way means that it's easier for the second activity to get details of the data and then display it. Here's the full code. When we created drink category activity, we added the ID of the drink the user clicked as extra information in the intent. We gave it a label of drink activity.extra drink number, which we need to define as a constant in drink activity. As seen in our previous video, you can retrieve the intent that started an activity using the getIntent method. If this intent has extra information, you can use the intent's get methods to retrieve it. Here's the code to retrieve the value of extra drink number from the intent that started drink activity. Once you have retrieved the information from the intent, you can use it to get the data you need to display in your detail record. That's it for this video. I'll be continuing more on this topic in the next video. Thank you for watching this video. Please do like, share and comment on this video, which really motivates me to make such useful content for you. Also, don't forget to check my other videos which can be helpful to you, and finally subscribe to my channel.